Welcome guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. This is a read for the Twin Flame Divine Masculines. And I'm going to get right into it. I just want to clear really quickly. Not too loud. It is February 19, 2020, which is the 25. So we're at the Knight of Wands today. So the Sun and the Knight of Wands. It was interesting this morning waking up. First as I was waking up, I woke up because I woke up thinking that I hadn't heard back from my daughter last night. So I was worried that I hadn't heard back and I needed to check. But I also fell back to sleep for a few minutes and I was dreaming about a situation with my daughter, which was weird. It was nothing bad. It was just, questioning why things were the way they were. Like, it was weird. Nothing bad or nothing good. It was just, it was definitely coming up in the read again today, the mother-daughter type of energies, like worrying or having any dissension between you and your daughter. And I have no issues with my daughter right now, but it was just, could be just worrying about them. But that kind of wounding could be coming up today, mother-daughter stuff. It could be older sister, younger sister stuff as well. And just worrying about typical 3D things that we wouldn't worry about now, like going more into the 4 and 5D consciousnesses of not worrying about time or planning things ahead of time, or when you usually would have left for a vacation as to when you are this time. All that stuff wouldn't matter anymore. I also saw at 10:58, it sounded like an owl was hooting, but like right outside my door, which I would never usually hear. So I went to look outside and I saw, I think it was a blue jay, I'm not sure, but it was a beautiful blue and white bird, and it flew away from right outside my house. And there was another bird in the tree in front of my house. So there was 2 birds out there and they may have been singing to each other. So again, it feels like an early spring. And then the read was, I completed the read at 11:16 to 17 today for this, the one in front of you, the Divine Masculine Twin Flame. The 16 and 17 are the Tower and the Star energies, along with the 11 of the Justice, which is just truth and balance. So sudden changes in any kind of energy, whether it's for good or for bad. And then the Star, which has to do with healing and shining your light, having your dreams come true. But just really, going into being your higher love. And some old energies, like old friends and things, may actually come up into your sphere today as well. So the major arcana for this read were the Tower, Reason, which is like the Emperor, Karma, which is the Judgment card, and then afterwards the Strength and Ascension cards came up. Ascension is like the world. We have 4 pentacles and 3 swords and 1 cup. There were no swords present in the read today, which is nice. And we have the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Number-wise and code-wise, it was all about following your dreams, relationship change, love partnership, and physical activity. And we had triple 10s again today, and 11, which is a lot of that high vibrational energy again. 44, which is the mastering, grounding, and integrating of receiving love. And so that's 10, 10, 10, 11, and 44. We also had 4, 3, 1, which can represent the 43 and 1 of the 3 of Cups and the Magician, or the 4 of the Emperor and the 31 of the expansion energy of the 5 of Wands. But the code line was all about the number 10. So again, that very high vibrational energy, destiny. Good fortune. And my notebook keeps rolling to the side, which is triggering me. All right, so we have those energies of following your dreams, relationship change, love partnership, and physical activity. And the other numbers that came up were 12 of the Hangman, 4 of the Emperor, 6 of the Lovers, 10 of the Wheel of Fortune, 24 of the Queen of Wands, 46 of the 6 of Cups, 610, which can reference the 61 of the 7 of Swords with Source backing up behind it, and it definitely was a major player today. 14 of the Temperance card, 410, which again could be 41 with the 0 backing it up, a lot of source energy. And that's the Ace of Cups, new love, spiritual love, self-love. And then the 45 of the 5 of Cups, the 56 of the 2 of Swords, the 67, which is the Knight of Pentacles, and then 910, begin again. And then 79, the Pot of Gold at the end of the rainbow. So regarding the codes and the numerology energies that came up, the message here was about toggling up to Jesus and Sophia, or the Crystal Sophia energy, to the nth degree, the I am presence, I am the honorable human, the high vibe destiny, after death experience, but also extrasensory perception. So ESP was coming in regarding the Christ consciousness and to recognize what level you actually are. Also, type in screen was coming up, so somebody might be getting their blood drawn or something like that. And also thoracic vertebrae were coming up. Also the TE of the moral human. Connectors and electronic components were coming up under that. And then some other things really quickly that came up online were T-10 from Discogs, the top 10 best singing auditions of all time on YouTube. That was 9/30/18. Medical terminology, Amazon S3, which for me would be Sophia, and then the Empress energy and Gaia. Elaine Barriere, or it's French, so if you pronounce it in French, it may sound different, but 210 Va from YouTube, and that was 10/7/14. The first name was Alain, if you want to look it up, and then Barriere, so Barriere, 210 Va. All right, so AC/DC, and then TNT came up from Live a River Plate, or Live a River Plate. YouTube 6613, and then excessive prices for disengaged, which was funny, and that was from citizenadvice.org.uk. CNC Music Factory from YouTube came up, 10/25/09. Here we go, let's rock and roll. And then the list of films, and then T-Wiki came up. It was just Wikipedia, but it just said T. And T for me is toggling up. So then at 11:38, which is Justice and the Queen of Cups, my son came out to say hi and asked if I was still sleepy this morning. And I said it was good. And then as soon as he walked away, a squirrel ran out in front. And he disappeared just as quickly as he came. So I was getting, now you see me, now you don't. So again, type and scream was coming up to the nth degree. I am a moral human. It's just and it's not moral by 3D standards, right? It's about being true to your higher self, right? It's higher than the moral human. It's not according to societal standards. To type and screen to the nth degree, I am moral human, to take the high road, high vibrational, and then the fat of C. And that's the Christ consciousness or the unity consciousness. And fat comes up as the good stuff, the stuff that protects you, right? So when you reject yourself, the fat comes on your body because it wants to protect you. So it's protecting you from yourself. And of course, you always, if you eat meat and you eat steak, the fat was always the good part, right? So it's basically, saying to recognize who you are. Then some other acronyms were coming up in the code line, so I was playing with a couple of them to see what came up. And Tenidap came up from Wikipedia, and it was a drug that was rejected by the FDA. It was COX/5-LOX, an inhibitor and cytokine modulating anti-inflammatory, and was under development by Pfizer for rheumatoid arthritis, and it was rejected by the FDA in '96 due to liver and kidney toxicities. But I was coming up for a reason, so there may be a way to modify it so that it wouldn't be toxic, or maybe it's coming up because it can be used for something else that won't be toxic. But it's coming up for some reason. For those of you who are into scientific stuff, you might want to look into that. Then Tina Turner also came up, ... river deep, mountain high, okay? And so the deep oceans, rivers, and the mountain highs, right, of the air and toggling up, and YouTube came up for that. And, for me, Tina Turner and Ike have come up before. Ike's come through. So Norfolk, Virginia also came up, and Virginia came up in conversation with my son prior to this, so Virginia came up twice. And then ADEP stands for atherosclerotic disease, evolution by picotamide. I want to say picotamide, but there's an N in there. Picotamide. But this was a study with platelets and picotamide. Or maybe just the A. But it had an unimpressive conclusion. Again, this may be coming up because even though it was trashed at the time, this and the other one I spoke, the Tenadap, may actually have uses that no one's paying attention to. So they're coming up here. So any of you involved in that kind of stuff, you might want to take a look. So also ADEP is a drug that is in other things depending on the country. So adapalene came up, fluoxetine, methylparaben, mirtazapine, and then methyllexylanol, phenoxyethanol, and then Association for the Development of Earthquake Prediction in Japan, and that's where the Olympics are going to be this year. So a lot of stuff from me have been coming up regarding earthquakes and volcanoes in Japan. So hopefully that's not the case. Alcohol, Drug, and Education Program, Accelerated Degree, Evening Program, and then Aerodrome of Departure also came up for ADEP. And also ADEPS literally means fat or lard. Also downcast edging or downward trimming was coming up. And the lard was coming up as soft or liquid animal fat. So again, fat coming up again. So we start this read with the Four of Pentacles, which in the SIRIAN Starseed deck, which is the main deck for this read, is the Divine Masculine's heart in the Batcave. So the Four of Pentacles are the Divine Masculine's heart, warm and cozy in the Batcave, unfulfilled by family or unhappy or emotional cycle ending, powerless or loss of money, power, or independence after a battle, competition, fight, games, or just defenseless to energies and attacks, or feeling ganged up on, in order to learn how to detach and no longer care what others think, say, or do, only answering to their own higher self. And that was at 12-12. 12-12 is the Hangman times 2. Two people hanging out together. And then 12-13 is the Hangman and the Death card, or transformation, transition, end. The Queen of Swords. So with the Queen of Swords reversed and the Queen of Wands reversed together here, the worst is over, time for bliss, coming clean, getting clean, or being still a little sneaky online, and juggling, performing, or a balancing act, 2 or 4, defensive end, enemy, frenemy, czar, dictator, being tested to stay in your truth no matter what, with the Knight of Wands backing them up, bringing more troops into battle to heal and forgive in the end. The Divine Masculine coming clean about juggling, to the Queen of Swords, 5 of Swords, defensive, and the Queen of Wands reversed, who could also be the Knight of Wands, ready to get in on it, or ready to get it on, or get moving, or get busy again. So one may be defensive, standing in their truth, and one rushing in and willing to forgive, or just support for the other one. The Queen of Swords reversed, and the Knight of Cups upright. So the other one is the Queen of Swords reversed, because the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands are both together side by side, along with that 10 of Swords reversed. So the Knight of Cups upright is out offering love, and the Knight of Wands is busy playing nursemaid or packing for death, dark night, last rites, funeral, or full transformation, or a Scorpio. No judgment of twins or kids, of world upside down, incomplete, or of the Divine Feminine in another world, by the Page of Swords and the Knight of Cups going back to spread the word and be love to them. The Knight of Wands moving forward and being strong in death, change, transformation, or end, or going with Leo and Scorpio, or getting busy and cleaning or packing folding laundry, or preparing a flag for a military funeral. The king is dead, long live the king. Children sad, but dark night rises, with compassion showing past religion. Was a blind player, but now a transformation. Sayer, seer, prayer, and slayer, and beaker was coming up as well, so that could be someone who's very scientific. On all fours, with the tail between their legs, willing to beg, Leo or ego, tamed. In dark nights rise, past, religious, marital, family, or societal templating, rushing in to save the English patient. Across the desert and past the pyramids and plains we go. The Knight of Pentacles reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed. We're on strike or being stubborn, refusing to move or work, disabled, unable to function, or just want to be still. They don't feel like learning to manifest right now, in need of help, money, or opportunity, or refusal of help due to pride. And these can be kids or they can be people at work. Any pair around the masculine here. The High Priestess, secret or psychic abilities, rising above the Emperor reversed and being petty, so rising above being petty, or the Slivery Moon hooking you in or near the new moon, which is coming up on the 23rd. So the Slivery Moon would be that moon right before the new moon, which is we're coming into now, and that's February 23rd. So bunny ears or antenna being neutral, but in need of grounding. Neutral above, icy below, or getting a little tan or color to absorb a little sun. So that was another message coming up for you guys today, is to make sure you get out and get at least, a few minutes of sun, like 5 to 15 minutes of just sitting out there and getting some sun into your eyes or on your skin somewhere. Or Pisces and kids at the Emperor reversed, services. So if a parent or a grandparent passed away, Pisces and kids at the Emperor reversed, services, without the dark night though. So it's like the divine masculine not going. It is safe to love, and beneath that was honeymoon. And then again, I received a clearing that just spontaneously came through and then sent one out again. So coming clean here from a distance and closing a gap with the Queen of Cups reversed, riding in or receiving the Knight of Wands visitor, both out in the cold with the King of Pentacles. Or the Knight of Wands with a rescue, like a rescue dog or cat, so animals might be coming up here as well as people. But the Knight of Wands with a rescue, extending an olive or blueberry branch to the King of Pentacles superhero, intimidating to girls, or with a pillar between them at work. Olive branch extended from twisted pillar to twisted pillar, forming mistletoe from which to kiss under. And then it was 1249, which is the Hangman and the 49 Nine of Cups. I have to share with you guys, I'm getting really triggered by little things right now, and it's not my normal. I don't ever feel like this anymore, but I'm getting like masculine energy coming through, like triggering me. Because just like my son going in the bathroom triggered me, and it doesn't usually bother me at all. So there's some kind of masculine energy that's coming up that needs to be cleared here, having to do with frustration and anger. So I don't know if you're feeling any of that, let me know. We have 1249, which is the Hangman and the 49 of the Nine of Cups, right? The Get Your Wish card. So red roses and violin were coming up with strings or strings. And the King of Pentacles, where neither are happy apart. So these two who are left out in the cold, it's coming up as neither being happy apart. After the red roses and violin or strings, the King of Pentacles saves the Queen of Cups reversed, whether she likes it or not, right? Someone telling him not to save each other, right? So whisking her off to a special date under the radar of twisted pillar branches and savory connections. He would run through amber waves of fire to be with her. Fireman, transmuter, alchemist of jar of hearts mixture. Compassion came up, and beneath that was happy ending. Compassion's 99 and happy ending is 93, which is a reflection of the Knight of Cups, the 39. And then healing and forgiving, disconnect from a connect that can't be disconnected. Justice, judge, Libra, not telling, or not expressing feelings or sharing energy or hours of love, communication and travel delays perhaps, and the Knight of Pentacles, fully armed, with one look forward and then going back, or looking left before turning right, or on autopilot, found an escape hatch or route, which then goes down to the root chakra, which could be what's triggering me right now. Okay, going right, and can turn right on red. So it's like the Master's coming up saying, but if I stay in the 3D energy of the root right now, I can go faster. So it's saying that, like, I can turn right on red, I can't turn left on red. So they can go faster when in the root chakra in the 3D realm, dumping a big love or overwhelm or tears of joy that he found a way out, a loophole, a wormhole, just getting his left ankle unchained from spokes and foosball perhaps. With his eye on the fluidity of the glass ceiling, the elephant projects out from within the Holy Grail at the end of his trunk, entering inside out, or a back door, so to speak, seeing the cord between them and pulling her up. Okay? Just like saying, instead of trying to get in towards the feminine from the outside, finding a way in from the inside. Going first to test the walls for bunny and 2 ladybugs, and Oriental or Chinese grass or glass. The Ace of Cups reversed, crying, dumped, or purging, or just overwhelmed. The Divine Masculine's heart is warm as the dark night warms over him in death and transition of Emperor reversed to King of Pentacles with compassion, letting go of those who no longer serve his highest good. So this could be someone he loved as well as someone who abused him. So there could be mixed feelings there as well. So the recent past is the 10 of Pentacles upright. The 10 of Pentacles, I'm just trying to get comfortable too. I'm not getting comfortable. I'm really agitated. So I'm kind of curious. I'm going to sit on this after I do this video to see what comes up. But there's definitely agitation coming up. Okay, 1, 12 to 13 is the Magician, and the 12 of the Hangman, and the 13 of the Death card. Drank water, sending love. Oh, because I was practicing that too. So the recent past is the 10 of Pentacles upright, but then I always send love and healing to my water when I drink. But today I was being extra conscious about it, and it was funny because right after I put my cup down, I got a clearing back from my water. That was kind of cool. So falling into surrender, the 10 of Pentacles family, and that could be a business or a legacy energy as well, an inheritance. Falling back into surrender, giving up, or making a fool of themselves in front of the wounded warrior, reversed, who could care less. So this is somebody making a fool of themselves, but they don't care. Whether it's the family doing it in front of a fool, the fool can be the wounded warrior, or they can be 2 separate people. So it could be 2 separate people and the 10 of Pentacles family, or just one or the other, because the King of Pentacles comes up here as well. Hanging out with the Magician reversed, or insecurities and no tools, standing up for self to the King of Swords reversed, holding back money, time, and energy, and or new life, or playing ball at work, which could then be playing hardball because there's issues at work. Bird taking flight to the stars, with the King of Pentacles speaking to the 10 of Pentacles family, business, or legacy on behalf of the 10 of Pentacles, happy to be a fool if he doesn't have to battle with them anymore. And this could be someone giving a going away speech, or just telling their family about their decision. But not getting along or agreeing at work, or family, legacy, or finances. The foundation is the Tower reversed. In the aftermath of grounding and integrating an offer of love, choosing left path, Knight of Swords, and Messenger of Truth rushing in with the truth out of the flames of Leo, ego, or beast. The white tiger, that bangle, escapes from the lion's mouth, the ring of fire. And I was getting this earlier too, the circle of trust type of thing. And then it was at 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 jump. 1 is the Magician, 23 is the King of Wands. I was just getting that that aggravation energy again too, right as my son came out of the bathroom. So it's definitely coming from the masculines. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 jump of the Magician and the King of Wands, choosing the twin path, and Leo or ego has no say about it. The central energy is the Knight of Pentacles reversed, no longer loyal servant, offering help to everyone, helping self, dropping all burdens, responsibilities, and confessing, being present to the gift of the moment, no more fighting and competition after battle is over, clarity received, all is clear. I was blind, but now I see. The challenge being, it's the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups reversed, a negative group of the Emperor reversed, or negative influences around the Emperor reversed, and gossips or overindulgences, but no joy there. Misery loves company. The challenge being the King of Swords reversed, imbalanced with new information coming in, the Magician reversed, and the Empress upright. Even empresses have insecurities. And that was funny because that same issue came up in the movie I watched last night, which was actually really funny. It was something about bad moms and Christmas at Christmas. I wasn't expecting it to be funny, but it was. All right, so, or the Magician reversed has been manipulating on behalf of her, the Empress, without permission. Six of Cups, twins, kids loving each other, dark night to the Empress. Or the dark night is taking kids in the aftermath of the Empress manipulations or taking his tools away. The Emperor reversed, left out in the cold, in exile, kicked out, injured, ill, or that could be the person who passed as well, could be in the masculine's energy right now, walked out, fired, laid off, quit, sick of it, following the hermit's light, or a wise guide, professional, or Virgo perhaps, and spreading the word, or at the hospital or doctor's office getting results, or their research being seen. Lovers reversed, dumping from 3 to 2, and the King of Wands upright, affectionate, and presenting a surprise perhaps. And that could be to an Empress, but it doesn't have to be. Spreading the word about an end of an unhappy family or emotional cycle, and falling onto the twin path, overworking or done overworking to align with desires, and now dumping attachments that no longer serve. Sharing, settling out in a big bold move to disconnect or break away from a partnership. Now the Ace of Swords reversed, that's the crowning position, with split lies and cutting through the BS, excited to pull Excalibur, or the Trump card was coming up. Letting go to offer love and hold their tongue, or leave verbal abuse behind, along with disconnect, breakup, with 3 of Cups reversed and 10 of Cups reversed, dumping it all and leaving all negative emotions behind. Judgment reversed and deliberations, or poor judgment, no judgment, or bad decision made. Gemini reversed, Aquarius reversed, and Libra upright and reversed come up here, as well as all earth signs and Cancer upright. Grieving injustice of a judgment and reaping rewards of imprisonment or a prisoner, and leaning on the truth of family unhappiness or end of cycle. Well, at least it's over. Destined to find the right words to express feelings of Libra to Taurus with world upside down, or a bad decision of the Page of Swords, Page of Cups reversed, and Page of Pentacles reversed, in allowing these kids to testify or allowing kids to make your decisions for you when destined to divine marriage of sealed divine feminine in another world. Or split judgment in news of a 10 of Cups family reversed, and that's like the Montagues and the Capulets, right? The Montagues being the 10 of Pentacles and the Capulets being the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups here is reversed and the 10 of Pentacles is upright. But in news of this end of an emotional family or cycle, of the Page of Cups reversed and the Page of Pentacles reversed, hurting themselves and others, being the star of dream or wealthy family in which they are silenced or kept quiet. So it was coming up a couple different situations, but for some it might be children who are very spoiled from a very wealthy family, right, where one parent is that family and the other parent doesn't agree with what they do but has no control over it. But it also has to do with controlling these children, so keeping them quiet and teaching them to lie, things like that. So they're silenced or just at least kept quiet, and that can be having to do with court issues as well. So at 153 is the Magician and the Knight of Swords, suffering in silence or stressed out, the Queen of Cups reversed, with a big distance between her and the Page of Cups reversed. So here again is that mother and child energy coming up, but it could be 2 siblings as well. But they're both coming up as feminine. They don't have to be, though. So a big distance between her and the Page of Cups reversed, without the Page of Cups reversed having a choice, or that both are spoiled. So again, this can be the mother and child of that spoiled family. Or it could be of the Ten of Cups family as well, who's breaking up and they're just sad, okay? So there's 153 of the Magician again and the Knight of Swords, or the two of them feeling entitled, or the Ten of Pentacles family drove a wedge between the Queen of Cups and the Page of Cups, or the Page of Swords was imprisoned for talking about them, or the Page of Swords tattled on the Page of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, the Star Witness for the Ten of Pentacles family keeping the Page of Cups reversed quiet, or the families can be vice versa as well. Or the Star Child is suffering in silence, perhaps drinking or cutting themselves, grieving injustice of little reward for imprisonment of Libra or Taurus or with Taurus, with world upside down or in another world, while the Queen of Cups reversed drove to see the Page of Cups reversed, or took the Ten of Pentacles family car to give to the Page of Cups reversed without asking, and the Page of Cups reversed was then told to keep quiet or keep it a secret. Or Dream Girl is overworking and suffering in silence as the Queen of Cups reversed, with dream family and dream car, and dumping emotional attachments and sharing with others and settling out, but without telling, the Page of Cups reversed, or not talking about rejection or vulnerabilities of her own, or maybe of the child. Or the dream family that seems perfect and was taught to never talk about their emotions or issues, or money for some. And it's coming up as more as the Ten of Pentacles family with the old wealth, right? They never talk about their money, how much they have. But a new wealth family, like if you have Ten of Cups family who comes upon immediate wealth, they're going to be talking about their money a lot. So that the difference between that was coming up, and the wounds attached to that kind of stuff came up. The family that finally gets money tells everyone about it. So soon the Six of Cups offer love or receive love from the Knight of Cups in the aftermath of death, change, and endings. The Knight of Cups offers love to a financial drain or financially draining person, or powerlessness of a bad decision or decision that's not in their favor. Like shaking hands after a competition, right? Even if you lose, it's like being a good sport. The Hermit sheds light on destiny, high vibration, and magnetizing energy, and the gold coin, or the unity consciousness, for new life in uncomfortable energies of breakup and or no affection and little savings. Holding on but skating on thin ice, the Hermit sheds light on destined faith, and the Divine Masculine seeing himself as the Emperor reversed, but like I said, it could be somebody in his energy. It doesn't have to be him, which is also in this deck, reason reversed, so no reason or rhyme. Home sharing or settling out, issues or third party at work with the King of Cups reversed, no longer working together, or closing a business to work at home, or loving at home and detaching at work, or losing money and not agreeing with others at work, or leaving the job or left already. Relationship factors, lets your friends help. Chemistry as well as playfulness came up for the masculine, and around him or how he is seen. The Ten of Swords reversed, where the worst is over and it's time for bliss, or a message, or perhaps a massage. The Two of Cups reversed, drained, sick, tired, draining kids, or overexposed in need of sunshine. Patient or Sagittarius, detoxing chaos, or patient Capricorn reversed is Queen of Pentacles and Empress. An end or split from the Queen of Pentacles and Empress, perhaps kids unhappy to live with the Empress but have to, or the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles and Empress are disconnecting from each other. Both are good with that, but the kids or Leo is not. Emperor reversed and Empress are in a split here, and worst is over, with the Emperor reversed with home and work, and the Empress with the kids and perhaps living with her mother as well. At 218 is the High Priestess and the Moon. Sagittarius, Capricorn reversed, Taurus, Leo reversed all together in this energy here. At 219, which is the High Priestess and the Sun, which is also the date today, the High Priestess and the Sun, and getting the Sun. I did go out today to specifically sit in the sun for like 15 minutes. So clear blocks, Divine Masculine of karma reversed, and being satisfied as the King of Wands with moderate amount of money, or no lover or affection, right? Being happy with self, just like the feminine went through that cycle. It's like the masculine needing to learn to be happy just with himself. Following dreams, relationship change, the love partnership, and physical activity comes up for him. The Magician reversed in losing tools or just insecure in a breakup. The Two of Pentacles surrender to new passion, shining their light and dreams come true. Healing, being dumped or having dumped, or just overwhelmed, pushed to their emotional limits, as the King of Pentacles is overworking in a bold move to divide or split. Surrendering to rest, sleep, pray, meditation in the 5D, or sharing, settling, moving, and travel in a bold move to divide. Resting or rejection and vulnerability, lay to rest. The white Bengal or tiger breaks from the drama and fires that kept him to another world or cycle not quite complete. Overwhelmed or crying in joy, relief, or laying at death or end to rest. Released from prison, expressing feelings and energetic exchange. Arrows of love and deception, of freedom and attention on the journey, or getting up before dawn to go on a journey to their dream family, the Ten of Pentacles. It's a new dawn, a new day, a new life, where dreams do come true. It can happen to you if you're young at heart. So the new moon's coming up on 2/23, which is Sunday here on the East Coast. The Four of Crystals of the Divine Masculine's heart in the back cave, and the aftermath, and math was important here, of the Emperor reversed without reason or rhyme, with the worst of pain over, the Ten of Pentacles, with the Knight of Pentacles on strike or refusing to do what they say, challenged by the King of Swords reversed, perhaps a lawyer, professional, a PI, detective, or mediator, with the Six of Cups, kids and or twins, with poor judgment, long deliberations, or judgment not in your favor, and split lies and cutting through the crap, in need of clarity, of surrender, rest, and strength, with world incomplete without love. And this is the masculine recognizing that, right? Because not even paying attention to that before. The Divine Masculine's heart in the back cave of the Ten of Pentacles family or legacy, and post events, the Knight of Pentacles reversed on strike, discharged, or unable to work, right? Challenged by, and there could be, you know, just that war energy or scam energy coming up here too, like, or just ghosting, sneaking out. The King of Swords reversed in a split, divide, lies, or cutting through the BS, and the Emperor reversed separated from Six of Cups, which can be their twin or their children, and praying for surrender. The worst over of unfavorable judgment in surrender to meditation 5D and taming the ego or beast and the 3D world. Overwhelmed or overwhelming and purging, and also tears of joy, which can be tears of relief as well. 236, which is the High Priestess, and the 36 is the Ten of Wands. Okay, so that was your read today. It was just 3747, which is the unconditional love of the King of Cups. And 47 is the Seven of Cups, synchronicities, heaven in their eyes, having choices, options, and also things that you can allow them to make you confused if you get overwhelmed by it, if you allow that. But you don't have to allow that. I'm only going to, I got a couple new just Rider-Waite type decks. This is the Radiant Rider-Waite. I'm just going to pick a card from this for you guys, but that's it for today. So what is the closing energy for us today from this deck? It's been shuffled already, so what is the energy for us? Okay, so there is some grieving that needs to happen, and that might be why I'm getting triggered. The masculine might be ready to purge, right? So what happens when you get really uncomfortable inside your body or a little anger comes up? Well, it eventually leads to frustration and then a good cry, all right? So that may be coming up. This is also about standing at the Y in the road, but it could be a funeral service as well, right? Or just an end of a relationship, which, you know, it's fine. There's no reason not to grieve. It's fine. We also have the Ten of Pentacles reversed here, which was upright in the read. So this is also about leaving this energy behind. Perhaps maybe even a dream that you had about some kind of legacy, but it can be a wealthy family or somebody else's wealthy family, but disconnected or dysfunctional family regarding money and the values of money. And so anything having to do with that here. But there's a sadness of leaving that behind. But again, it can be also a parent or a grandparent who passed away. And then the King of Swords is upright. All right, so very much in their truth and integrity. But, you know, but a little bit cold in that energy, right? He's looking straight ahead. He's trying not to pay attention to anything in his periphery. And then we have the Knight of Wands coming out right after that, okay? And then he'll get busy. It's like needing to like center himself first, and then he's getting moving. So we have these two right in a row like this, okay? So that's actually good. It's like, you know, taking it all in first, centering himself, and then getting moving. The bottom of the deck is the Knight of Cups reversed. So that has to do with, it can be just sadness, but it's also jealousy and rejection, insincerity, refusing to be or give love, or maybe just not feeling like they can be, you know, along with this. Maybe they just can't give or receive love right now. They're just too sad to deal with it, okay? So that's the energy that's coming up. There could have been a fall from grace as well underneath this too. So somebody could be embarrassed, okay? Okay, so I'm going to show you the cards. I'll let you go. It's just 4044, which is the Page of Cups and the Four of Cups. All right, so Four of Crystals was the underlying energy. The foundation here is the Tower reversed. Recent past is that Ten of Pentacles or crystals energy. And the center is the, what is that? The Knight of Crystals. Yeah, the Page of Pentacles, but he's reversed. The challenge being the King of Swords reversed. The other underlying energies there, as you see, crowning was the Ace of Swords, which was upright. No, I'm sorry, it was reversed. The only upright ace in this read today was the Ace of Wands. Only one upright. As we scrolled over, what's coming up is the Six of Chalices, which was upright. The kids are the twins, the inner child. And then the Master seeing himself as the Emperor, but reversed. And around the Master how he's seen is the Ten of Orbs reversed, which is good because that's the bliss state, getting rid of the end of the pain cycle. Karma is the block he needs to clear, and that's reversed. So the reversal of karma and actually allowing his good fortune to come in. And then there's the surrender there, and you see the cards. They're all, you know, higher chakra levels. Speaking your truth, using your third eye and your high heart as well. And then surrendering, and then we have the meditation card above that, which is the Four of Swords. We have the Strength card, which is that Bengal tiger coming out of the flames, which is upright. And then the Ascension card, which is like the World reversed. And then the Ace of Cups reversed, which can be just big release and or tears of joy as well. But there's a Ten of Pentacles upright at the end of this read, okay? Okay, guys, make sure you drink your water, get your rest, get your joy, and get your nature. Be good to yourselves, and rise and be loved, guys. Bye.